Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for your love and your support. You guys make me so excited to come on here and chit chat with you. I met some lovely people yesterday. Happy, Sam, and Angela, and Calypso, and I got to see Caroline. Raquel couldn't make it. I'm going to try to let her know in advance. Let her know because I feel like I'm missing her. And I also want to thank my Sam for helping me out yesterday with my live. Now, I know I did a members join, but I'm in the process of deleting it. I think that I don't have enough content to have you guys as members, and it wouldn't be fair to you guys. So me and Sam is working on that, okay? And I was able to change it to 99 cents because I just think $1.99 is a lot. But one of you said it was changed, so I do appreciate that. Kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a part of my show. And let's get the song going. It's the Meghan Show. It's the Meghan Show. It's the Meghan Show. Oh, 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 yeah. You guys like the song, so I have to sing it. My sister said, can we say that? You know, the Meghan Show. I said, well, YouTube hasn't said anything yet. Maybe if I keep my numbers down. Anyway, kisses to all of you. Meghan and Harry is trying to silence us. I'm going to say it again. Meghan and Harry is trying to silence us, okay? I have wanted to do a video last night. My daughter wasn't feeling good. She's coughing. I think I'm going to rub her chest, give her some, give her a little dip in the tub real quick, and then put her on some nice fresh PJs so she can walk around in and try to get her well. If we're sick, she's sick. If she's sick, we're sick. It's like that. So thank you guys for always saying nice things to me and all that great stuff. So kisses. Now, I would love to invite you guys into the chat. And hello, Lee Foster, Pat, all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining my live yesterday. I do appreciate it. If I didn't say your name, I do apologize. Susie Q was on there. SC was on there. Lee Foster. All of you wonderful people. Queen Linus couldn't make it. Let's see. There's 2 videos I want to show you. Actually, there's 3 or 4. So I may come back on tonight and do one. George the Giant Slayer has done a video. His is 11 minutes. Only have an hour because hubby's on lunch and he said that he would keep her while I was doing this. So we're going to start off with this video of them trying to tell us. I know who Meghan is talking about. Trying to tell us that we're bullying people, and we're not. We're just telling the truth about 2 hypocrites, 2 bullies within their own right. Meghan and Harry bullied their entire family, all sides of family, the mother side, the father side, and her family as well, have treated them like crap. Decided that it was a good idea for them to come on national TV to trash them and talk about them in such a derogatory way, and then call it their truth instead of calling it bullying. Now, Meghan has lost 17 employees, and one she's lost recently. She has a revolving door, which tells me she is a bad manager. She's a bad boss. She's not friendly. She's not nice. She doesn't allow them to come up with their own decisions. She hired them to do a job, and then she treats them like crap. And the Archie Well Foundation is not doing well. I think she brought out that video for 2 reasons. One, Zuckerman was in there getting in trouble about Facebook. Number 2, Meghan and Harry act like they're being bullied, and they're not, when they are the bullies. and they had a Sussex squad. Meghan was recently pictured with one of them. And it's the hypocrisy of it all. But the problem is that they are the two biggest bullies out there. You can't go and write a book about your brother and your family and everyone without their knowledge and talk dirty about them and nasty about them and tell secrets about them and then think that that's not bullying. That is. It's attacking someone else without them having to rebuttal it. Number two. No, Meghan and Harry went on TV, went on all these excerpts and all these things. That's that stupid stuff. Uh-oh. He's spoiled rotten. Trust me, he wants something. He wants a treat. He wants something. So anyway, we're going to get into this video, and I'm going to help them talk about Meghan and Harry, because the video that they put out about mental health and all this that's going on, they didn't think about their family's mental health when they started trashing them. When William had to go on there and say, no, we are not racist. Meghan and Harry accused the royal family of several things. They accused the country. Harry accused his own people of being racist. And now he's trying to insert his stupid stuff. I call it stupid stuff. I can't receive anything from Meghan and Harry. I want to make that very clear. Even if they were doing something that was good and positive for the community, it drowns out with the stuff that they already do, like the trashing. And so you can't be a bully and then turn around and say, oh, but don't bully. No, you bullied the staff. There's a whole report out there talking about how you bully people. And what about the Bob Marley incident? That's still being talked about. Word on the street is that it was very insensitive for Meghan and Harry to go over there and smooch with the Prime Minister while King Charles and Catherine were in the hospital, knowing that there was some bad blood between them. And the Prime Minister has come out and said something that he didn't want to be in the middle of it or something like that. I didn't get all those details, okay?
Big serious stories, but we're going to finish the story with another report on Harry and Meghan.
Oh, yeah. Can I do a microaggression at the mention of their names and roll my eyes?
Don't you get any more angry today?
I think it makes
me angry.
Yeah, let's
like
roll
me.
our eyes about Harry and Meghan. Anyway, they've climbed aboard the anti-bullying social media bandwagon. Why are they doing this? It is literally that. They need a good bit of publicity.
What amazes me about these two and the audacity and frankly it's idiocy of some of their stances.
The nerve, the audacity, not even the nerve for Meghan to walk around like she's some angel in that white outfit and pretend like she cares about someone else's feelings other than her own. How is that possible when you trash everyone? Everyone that she comes in contact to is markled, okay? 17 people have left a company that hasn't even really got its foot off the ground, Archewell. Soon and very soon, some kind of way, that charity is going to shut down. Number one, they just gonna hold the $8 million in there so they can just keep it alive. Or they're gonna give, which they don't. What they do? Some bags. They gave some bags out and Meghan charged for some books that ain't selling. And you know how I feel about her talent. All of a sudden, Netflix and Meghan's team wants to tell us that she's coming out with all these projects. She's been telling us about these projects since 2023. Have we seen anything yet? Have we felt anything yet other than utter disgust? The nerve of them to use the mental health day as a way of saying that people are being bullied. They are the biggest bully. They have the Sussex squad. Come on. And they know that it's out there. The Sussex squad attacked William, Catherine, the royal family, the media, anything that Meghan and Harry them trash. Their Sussex squad does the same thing. And so you can't be a bully, Meghan, and then turn around and say, don't bully. You got to first lead by example. And you, honey child, is not a philanthropist, is not a woman of substance, not a woman of virtue, not a meek and humble person. You've treated your father like he's some dirt off the ground, like he didn't have a seed to have you, okay? Like he did something so despicable that it was like, oh my God, he should be in jail. No, you have cut him off. You have bullied him to the point where he can't even see his grandkids. And King Charles, he hasn't seen Lilibet and Archie, but you're some love blossoming person that's given to the world that wants to help mental health. No, you just want people to stop talking about you. You want us to stop telling the truth. You want people to stop telling the truth about you. How despicable you were on that Oprah show talking about everybody. You bullied everybody. You went over there bullying, telling the staff, oh, you guys work for me now. I'm your boss. And aides that have been there for years, decades, said, Queen Elizabeth, I'm out of here. Look, you deal with her. She's on another level. William tried to have a discussion with Harry. Harry tells us, Harry says that he came over his house to discuss why Meghan is bullying the staff. Harry took Meghan's side like he always does, like he's doing right now, like he act like he's in some type of cult-like situation that he can't stand up to his own bully. He's being bullied by Meghan. And so as soon as she got home, he told her, yeah, William came over here asking questions about you bullying. I'm not bullying. No, she wants to cover that up. She doesn't talk about she does. Excuse me, YouTube. She doesn't talk about the stuff she does. She buries that and pretend like, oh no, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. But we all know, we heard it with our own 2 ears. We're not stupid. We heard her mother on there talking about pure racism. I'm not a fan of Doria's. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of hers. I'm not a fan of a mother that goes along with her daughter's shenanigans. Like, I would love to hear, like you said, my mom's perspective on how Meghan treats her mom and how her mom treats Meghan. That relationship ain't on the up and up. Then I heard they were on the outs.
Is there they're saying, oh, you know,
from one of my wonderful subscribers. I love you guys so much. You are my family. You're like my second family, and I really appreciate it. And I want to treat you with respect and all of that. And so that's why I feel like I need to remove the membership. Yeah, I feel like you guys do me a favor, and I like to give too. So maybe we can do like a raffle or something like that. Ooh, maybe we could do a raffle. Okay.
Please be careful about the words they use about one another and the things people say about one another online. It causes harm to mental health. And I'm like, what about what you've said about your own family, about the royal family, about Britain? They're the biggest bullies right now.
What about it, Meghan? What about it, Harry? When Anderson Cooper asked you a question, how do you think your family will feel about what's going on? Harry tried to downplay it like they wouldn't be upset. Like they don't have a reason to be upset. and that he is expecting an apology. The nerve of the entitlement that goes on over there. You bullied your family. You tried to bully the queen. You bullied her into taking her name Lilibet, okay? You went over there and wreaked havoc. Every situation that she was in, she was doing something despicable. Being rude to the staff, being rude to the people that she would meet. One outing that she did, she just walked straight through. Those people had been there for hours waiting on Meghan. And she didn't stop. She got out the car and went from the car straight down back into the car. How rude is that? If you don't want to, she never wanted to be a working royal. She just wanted the benefits and the accolades and all that she's getting, had at some point, recognition and loved. She was beloved by Americans in the UK. But she has put herself into this line of fire and put herself into a situation where people are looking at her like, we don't trust you. I don't trust that she cares about anybody's mental health but her own. She doesn't care about those families. If she did, then give them some money. Just showing up is not enough. Talking about yourself on your Archewell, website is not enough. Praising your own self as if you've done something. You just showed up and started talking to some mothers. What else are they doing behind the scenes that is helping other than trying to silence us? It's either the Real Wives or Real Housewives of Recap, or it's the grift that always talks about Harry trying to silence us. Okay? And not only is he trying to silence us, he's got a whole Sussex squad over there that is evil, mean and evil. Because anytime, if I'm married to my husband and you're sitting on there, so I'm talking to you, Sussex, you're sitting on there trashing my in-laws, that's a big fat no-no. And Harry, like my sister said, is allowing it. What behooves her is the fact that Harry allows it. Meghan can only get away with what Harry allows her to do. And he allowed her to get away with all that stuff over there in the UK. And now he's allowing her to do the same thing here. And their popularity is not going up, but going down because people see through it. You can't be a bully and then turn around and and then say, "Oh, don't be one." You gotta lead by example. Like one of you said yesterday, Princess Diana, especially with, what about Harry's charity? He's so worried about people's mental health and mental state that the charity that he is board of directors on for this wildlife is now under investigation for some real serious crimes. And Harry's talking about mental health. Start there, Harry. Show us that you care by doing something about something that you knew last year. You knew a year ago, according to Kinsley. She tells us that you knew a year ago and that you haven't even done anything about it. Because if you had, then we would know. We wouldn't be talking about it. But who's the bully? Take care of your stuff. I heard he was trying to go after the Daily Mail again.
That I can think of. I mean, they're just unpleasant, horrible people who want to drag everyone else.
They are unpleasant, horrible people. That's what she said.
about the royal family, about Britain. They're the biggest bullies right now that I can think of.
And
I mean,
also-
they're just unpleasant, horrible people who want to drag everyone else through the mud and try and shower some sort of moral rectitude upon themselves. Pull the other one.
They're just trying to get some good headlines because they've had nothing.
Horrible people. Harry and Meghan, you were just called horrible people by these two commentators, these two journalists that are talking about you, that are reminding you that you two are the bullies. Because you didn't just go on the Oprah show, okay? You went on a whole 6-hour trash-a-thon. Brought up colonialism, brought up stupid stuff, said they were leaking line and talking about leaking stories about you. Just that stupid stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much for my cup, Nancy. I haven't seen Nancy. Nancy, make yourself known. I haven't seen you in a minute. But just two despicable people. And it's just amazing how they're going to change the laws. No, I believe Meghan put out that show, that video of her and Harry. I believe she put that video out there. That's my sister. Miss Juanita, my mom, and my other sister. Okay, I'm going to decline because I'm talking to you guys. I could have put you guys on there. Let me see if they will say hello to you. Juanita sends her love. She did. She was going to pop on, but she said she wasn't cute enough. And, you know, we ain't going to make her get on if she don't feel like she's cute enough. But she sends her love. And what did she say about the situation? She said, bullying. Ain't she a bully? So, moving on. Let's get to they'll be on there all day. We get on Messenger and we talk to each other all day and don't get nothing done. Okay, I think I got about maybe 20 more minutes and then Daddy's got to get back to work and Mommy's got to get back to the baby. But let's finish this.
Bad headlines lately.
I don't think it's
And
possible.
also, I'm just sick of the death of celebrities going, oh, it's anti-bullying, I'm against bullying. Well, we're all against bullying. It's one of those obvious things. And it's a lovely publicity garnering bandwagon for celebrities to do. Aren't I great? I'm against bullying.
But you know what?
What a surprise that Harry and Meghan have climbed aboard.
This leads me on one of my other big gripes for the 21st century.
He said, what an amazing Harry and Meghan have climbed aboard. That's the most shocking part of it all. It's not the celebrities that's doing it. It's the two people that's bullying everybody that's doing it. I've done a video on this about her mental health moment and about in New York City when she was in that 7-car combat riding around the street, riding around the block, and wasn't nobody out there to say hello. Wasn't nobody out there. Excuse me. However, I forgot what I was going to say. Y'all know how that happens. Let's move on.
Nothing to do with the news or not even what's on our list. I'm going to freestyle a bit.
Go on, then.
But this whole stuff like, oh, be kind. It's the infantilization of adults. You know, I walked around an art gallery the other day. It's, oh, unicorns and rainbows and buy these little badges and you wave little flags and rainbow bunting. It's like, you're grown-ups. Stop acting like little children. Oh, nasty, nasty words. Grow up.
Yeah, and being kind will not solve the world's problems.
Well, first of all, you got to be kind to be kind. Meghan ain't kind. Meghan has that fake smile on her face like she care and hugging people. And I'm pretty sure when she hugs them, they're not feeling anything. There should be a feeling that you feel when you hug somebody, a warmness, okay? And that ain't happening for Meghan. Meghan is on... Look, somebody done bust in here trying to get some treats. Rockin' do little. You want to say hi to everybody? Here you go. There's your treaty doolittle. No, it's you gotta be kind to first have. Meghan is not kind. When she went to the Invictus, the charity with Kevin Costner, this new mental health stuff, I don't believe that she cares about people. So it's hard for me to see that she's giving towards something. Her time, her money, her advice, none of that. It falls flat on the ground because she's not kind. She doesn't have a soft heart. She's not a giver. She's a taker. See, and what's interesting about, and I know we talked about this yesterday in a live, but it takes me, once I get the story, it's on. She was walking around in that white outfit pretending that she cared about those people. If you cared about those people, you wouldn't have told them that you don't have to worry about it right now because your kids is small. They didn't play that part. But then Harry on there talking about stupid stuff, knowing that he went on national TV and treated his family like crap. He knew what he was about to do. He knew he was about to go against his family and that everything was going to be turned around. But how are we supposed to respect anything that comes from them when they do the opposite of what they say?
As simple as that. I mean, you don't want to be unkind, but once again, it's like, you should be against bullying. Of course I'm against bullying. You should.
When you have a revolving door in your company and you can't keep employees, good employees, that says something about management. It says something about the top. Because as long as you have a revolving door, you're losing money. And when you're losing money, your charity is not doing good. And Meghan wanted to put that, because she's strategic. She does things in groups. The reason why she threw that out there was, number one, Zuckerman was at the White House getting grilled for not being more careful with his stuff, his Facebook. And then she piggybacked on that like she does. She's not authentic. She can't come up with her own stuff. So she piggybacked on that and decided, let's just use that to smother the fact that we just lost our major boss at Archewell. Levine, that's his name, Levine. Levine is gone. He's moving on to a new company that's going to pay him and let him do his job, because I'm sure Meghan was telling him what to do. This is how it goes. You come in there, you interview, she loves your ideas, she takes your ideas and then pretend like she came up with them for herself, and then she gets all the accolades. But then she tells him, no, we don't want to do it, and then she comes back and say, this is what we're going to do, but we're going to do it this way. That's that taker stuff. She's a taker, she's a stealer. I believe she stole Harry from the UK. Of course she stole him and brainwashed him and manipulated him into thinking that his family was racist. This idiot, this traitor, came on national TV and called his own family racist because his new bride let him. That's that stupid stuff. Okay.
Be kind. Of course I tried to be kind. You don't have to shout this rubbish from the rooftops. And then he said something else. You don't have to shout this from the rooftops. It is just pathetic celebrity virtue signalling, and what a surprise that right in the midst of all this absolute hypocrisy is Harry and Meghan.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
you know, like we were saying earlier, £160,000 spent by the government, your money, my money, on hiring consultants to teach public workers to spot innocent gestures that could be interpreted as showing hostility, like that one.
Yeah. Rolling your eyes on...
But what I don't understand is how they are so concerned about the bullying when those people were being tortured and everything under his tutelage, under his charity. He is on the board of directors. You have full control. You could tell the other board members, like, hey, this ain't right. No. He's gonna come out and talk about mental health and bullying, but he ain't talking about what happened over there at the wildlife stuff. See, that's that stupid stuff. They trying to cover up. This is what they do. Meghan and Harry try to cover up. They try to pretend that everything is going smoothie, peachy keen with them. And we know that that ain't what's going on over there. Everything ain't on the up and up. Meghan and Harry ain't doing good. They just lost an employee. They don't have Netflix. 2025 is when they gonna cancel the contract. Something about a lake that ain't gonna make it. A lake book. Let's see how far we get with that. What's the budget for the film? And then Meghan's got all these projects to do what? She has no talent. You got to have talent first. And what has happened was she tricked Hollywood, Netflix, Spotify, and looked like Paramount into thinking that she had something to give other than her D-list status. Come on now, y'all. We know for a fact that Meghan is a D-list actress and she married a prince that made her famous. But let her tell it. She was famous before Harry. No, you wasn't. And now, in November, which I can't wait, we're going to find out who the bully is. Because if she wasn't a bully, then why does her sister have a defamation case on her? If she wasn't a bully, then why she treat her family like that? Why is her father over there crying every night trying to see them kids? And Meghan has locked him out. But she cared. You can't care. You can't have a heart like that and then talking about bullying and when she's bullying her whole own family. She told her father he was invited to the wedding and she knew he wasn't invited to the wedding. No, she never sent a plane ticket. She never sent a car. She never did anything. She had who she wanted there with her mother. And then out of the goodness and loveliness of his heart, King Charles walks this Jezebel, liar, taker, user, bullier, all this stuff down the aisle. He had no idea what he was walking down the aisle. I think he would have said, son, you're on your own.
So if you work for the civil service, according to some sectors of the public sector, and you're having a conversation...
Okay, we're going to move on.
Whether they renew their deal next year with Netflix or whether they sign with another big company, they still face that same dilemma, which I've written about in my newsletter, which is, do they continue trying to make programs about other people, which they don't have experience of and which...
They have no experience. They have no experience. They have no talent. They have nothing. Harry's a prince. Now he in Hollywood trying to become something. But Meghan kicked him to the curb and told us that Harry is not going to be working with Hollywood. They're just branding her. WME. I think this is the year of the fall. I think WME is going to cut their losses. Netflix is going to say these two we made a mistake. And, it's just going to keep falling by the wayside. But what we do need to be careful with these two trying to silence us. Okay? Because that mental health bullying crap that Meghan just put on was not about mental health. It was not about bullying. It was about her. It was about Harry and Meghan trying to stop people from talking about what they really are?
Frankly, there seems to be little interest. Or do they make more programs like their pretty much tawdry reality show, or docudrama as they call it, about Harry and Meghan, and give more about...
So word on the street is they're going to do some documentaries. Doing what? And they can't talk about the royal family because Meghan's been kicked out. She didn't go to the coronation. She ain't been back over there. No, she can't say nothing. And they ain't talking to her behind the scenes. Ain't nobody writing her letters. King Charles ain't writing to her talking about unconscious bias and stupid stuff. No. Meghan wish. But people were... Let me move on.
Themselves more royal gossip. That's the dilemma that they face.
Harry and Meghan talk bullies. Netflix says a bunch of content is on the way, plus one royal superfan teaches us how to meet the monarchy. These are my LA diaries.
Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of her and then we're going to move on.
Days before Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's bombshell 2021 sit-down with Oprah Winfrey, Valentine Lowe alleged that Markle reduced staff to tears while being a senior member of the royal family. Years later, Harry technically confirmed the claims in Spare, writing more than once a staff member slumped across their desk and wept. Lowe reported that two senior members...
Harry said in his book that he saw, according to Kinsley, two aides slumped over on the desk crying and upset and just horrified by the way Meghan, the bully of them all, the biggest bully of them all. You know how Meghan likes to tell on other people, but she really telling up on herself. She's the bully. She knows exactly what it means to be a bully because that's all she does. And soon, watch how people start coming out more and more and start talking about their treatment, how she treats them. Her friends have already came out and said, Millie said she ghosted her, quit talking to her, just cut her smooth off after she showed her around the UK.
The palace staff were allegedly bullied into quitting. It was an email from Kensington Palace's communication.
She bullied the staff so bad that they quit. They had been there for decades. She wouldn't have made me quit. I would have told her, I'm sorry, that ain't how it's going down. I'm going to bed. I'm not being up at no 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with your shenanigans. And listen, if you don't like it, take it up with the queen. Because she didn't hire me to be to be treated the way you're treating me. Somebody needs to stand up to Meghan. Harry can't. And all the yes people around Meghan can't. It's time for me to get my nails done.
Assistant Jason Knopf in October of 2018 that got the ball rolling. He wrote, I am very concerned that the Duchess was able to bully 2 PAs out of the household in the past year. The treatment of X was totally unacceptable. The Duchess seems intent on always having someone in her sights, Knopf stressed. She's bullying Y and seeking to undermine her confidence. We have had report after report from people who have witnessed unacceptable behavior towards Y. He added, I remain concerned, but nothing will be done. The palace later announced it would be launching an official investigation. However, we were never made privy to those results. Since then, we know of at least 17 staff members that have quit under Harry and Meghan.
17.
Just over this weekend, a startling investigation by the Mail on Sunday discovered horrific accusations of violence, torture, and bullying of indigenous people in rainforests of the Republic of the Congo by guards managed and paid for by the African Parks Charity. Prince Harry was its president for 6 years until he was promoted to the governing board of directors last year. Survivor International, a London-based human rights organization, was one of the first to approach Prince Harry about the abuse in May of last year. Harry responded by saying that he would make the organization aware of the situation. There have been no significant improvements since then. So why two people with a horrible reputation that involves bullying would try to be the face of online bullying is beyond me. And don't get me started on
the face of online bullying. Meghan think we stupid. See, and so people that don't know that she's a bully is gonna think that she's some savior coming to help online bullying. No, that's not helping. Prancing around in a white outfit, pretending like you care, is not bringing awareness. And saying stupid stuff. I'm going to move on.
Sussex's online fan base discusses the Wales family and their babies. You want to see online bullying? Enjoy that Google search. Thursday's anti-bullying video published by Harry and Meghan on their Archwell site followed a U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on...
Hi, Meghan.
Okay, so we're moving on to George the Giant Slayer. Thank you, George. George is actually expanding his station to do a lot more royal stuff, and he's also going live on Sunday. I like him. He's from Houston, and he helps with getting out the information about these gruesome twosomes too.
Take you, Harry.
I'm not going to do the whole thing, just that.
To be my husband, to have and to hold, for rich or for poor, till death us do part. I make this vow.
When you get right down to it, Harry and Meghan are loafers. Nothing more. Just a poacher and his prune peacock. I mean, we're barely into the new year, and the Meghans have already been brutally mocked, exposed for betraying Queen Elizabeth, rejected by Hollywood for their hypocrisy, and then publicly trashed for giving the monarchy the middle finger from Jamaica. To top it all off, she who must be obeyed was just unmasked as a control freak. Her ginger handbag cannot even phone home without permission.
Trust me.
God's sake.
It's for the best.
Hey, please! See, the Meghans wanted it all, but that takes character. And character isn't defined by what you can do. It's built brick by what you won't do. What's going on, everybody? Before we move on, I have some special news. I've started to live stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. UK time. So I hope you can join us every weekend. You're going to meet some amazing guests. We're going to have great conversations, and you're going to have a lot of fun. But I'm right now putting together a very... And then attack the host of the show, John Travolta.
I am proud to be recognised amongst such a dynamic and inspiring group of individuals.
For me, flying has been a transcendent experience.
Thanks very much, Captain John. Don't go running away. I was 1 year old. When you danced with my mum. As you told everybody here, we'll continue to dine out on that probably every single night. But look at us now.
Thank you again for this incredible honour. Have a great night.
Living legends, give me a break. We're talking about history here. And only serious names like Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, who landed on the moon, will be remembered. Sully Sullenberger, who landed his plane with his
He landed on the moon, and Harry's getting a Legend Award, like he can fly a plane, and then he's up there joking about John, and John's just looking like, okay, that fell flat. Harry's not funny. And then he stumbles over his words when he's talking. It's like, get the joke out, Harry. Maybe Meghan and him practiced before he left the house. But you know what? She didn't bother to show up because it wasn't red carpeted enough. But, oops, the baby was sick. But she managed to make it to Jamaica. To the Bob Marley in the 5th row. I heard they were upset for sitting in the 5th row, looking like two idiots. Looking like two commoners. Two regular people. That's what I'm trying to say. But you know, Meghan don't want to be treated like that. She needs that 7-car combi. She needs like all the paparazzi outside and all this other No one's following her like that. No one's chasing Meghan like that. Everybody's done with Meghan because they see the hypocrisy, the hypocrite of it all. First, you're going to tell us don't fly on a plane, private jet, but then you fly on a private jet over there to Jamaica. So it's okay if you do it because you're special. She's special.
Hudson River, or even Captain Kirk's William Shatner. He left his mark on history recently by going into space. But not Hi-Ho Harry. Hell, no way. Because without participation trophies, he'd be home.
He got a Legend Award, like a aviation award, like he's been to space. Like he been to NASA. Like he been to Houston and went off in a spaceship. That's that stupid stuff.
Lord Alan West, former Chief of the Royal Navy, slammed this as a pathetic publicity stunt. This is just pathetic. This is just celebrities patting each other on their back.
It gets better. Not 10 now.
Patting themselves on the back. That's what Meghan and Harry do. They pat themselves on the back. They make themselves feel like they're like this beautiful, wonderful, humanitarian, a philanthropist, wonderful couple that's all about change and happiness and helping people. And that's that stupid stuff because they are the opposite of what they portray. Meghan doesn't have a heart, allegedly. Psychopath. Don't feel anything. She doesn't feel anything. So the only thing she feels is if it happens to her. That's when she brings awareness. How many cases does Harry have? 5 or 6? Losing them. Money. They have got to make some money. In order for them to continue their lifestyle in Montecito or LA, wherever they were trying to go. Remember, they were moving. Meghan knows that people are like, okay, what's next? What's next? What are you about? You're in Hollywood. This is where you wanted to be. But she's not Hollywood. She married a prince and put on a nice dress and pretends that she's something more than a D-list actress. Okay? What have they done since they left the royal family other than be 2 menaces? Now they act like they care. Now, why don't you apologize to those aides that you were mistreating, the ones that left, that were there for years? Why don't you write them a letter and apologize for being a bully? Because they said you was being a bully, but since you're in denial about it, you don't feel like you have anything to, what I'm trying to say. She's not taking responsibility. There's a whole book from Valentino about her bullying the staff. Okay? Period. Then they come out with a commercial talking about how people are being bullied online, as if they're not the 2 biggest bullies of the world. Meghan has lost 17 employees. That is a lot. That is a lot of people because it's not like the company is this big, huge. They only got 17 people over there.
A miracle happened. The children who were reportedly sick were miraculously healed. Which meant that the Montecito merchant...
Remember when the babies were sick and then she couldn't go to the award with Harry, to the legend, to the the living legend? They made him a living legend. He bought that. He bought it. A day later, she's in Jamaica, but the baby is sick. Why didn't you just let Harry go like you let Harry go to the award thing? No, it was a red carpet moment for you. And of course, you wanted to shake the prime minister hand. Meghan is evil. Only evil people do what she does. Why would you smoochie up with the prime minister after you know he's trying to take down the Commonwealth? It's okay. And they were sick in the hospital recovering because Meghan doesn't care. It's her moment to shine. And whenever that comes about, here it is. And guess what? She's not through. She is not done. She is not going anywhere. Look at 2023. Bob Marley, Harry stepped out with his award. Now that she didn't went to Jamaica, now she back on the screen showing that she care about bullying. If she cared about bullying, she would start at home. You bullied your sister on national TV. You treated her so bad that your squad went after her. And did you stop it? Did you put out a statement? No. You're taking pictures with your friends.
I just could jet set off Jamaica. See, to the Megans, there's no greater healing power than that of a parade of paparazzi and a moment to shine their spite for the royal family. Let's set the stage. While the couple was cozying up to the Jamaican Prime Minister, we had King Charles was getting ready for his surgery, all while Princess Catherine was already in the hospital. Yet not once did the Megans offer any message of public support or sympathy for the royal family members. They didn't jump on the first flight to London like they should. Instead, they sat back and smiled with a politician who held as much hate in his heart for the crown as Walmart Wallace's very own wedding cellist.
A musician who, having enjoyed the fruits of the empire, is now turning his nose up at the song Rule Britannia. Although I shouldn't be surprised because he was the Sussex's wedding cellist.
Harry and Meghan's staged publicity stunt didn't work. They flew 6 hours for a 2-hour Bob Marley movie premiere, and then when they arrived, they didn't make the cut for the VIP section. As a matter of fact, they were treated for who they were. Just a pair of delusional divas who were dropped into the cheap seats. In my opinion, the Caribbean tour served only to unmask the couple for who they are. Two people who believe in absolutely nothing. They come across like they have betrayed everything they claim to love, from kids to climate to the United Kingdom. And if you think that's bad, news got much worse for them. Harry sunk so low over the last week to make the front page headlines that a false prince took selfie pictures with a fake one. Fake Prince of Bel-Air. Humiliating moment. Harry poses with Z-list German fake prince, dubbed King of Trash TV, who starred and showed travel boobs. Meet the prince who appeared on German Big Brother and claimed to have created.
See, this stuff wouldn't be happening if Harry would have kept himself over there with his family to protect him. But now that he's under the protection of Meghan, anything might go down. Look what's going down. He's got a whole controversy about his charity that's doing horrible stuff, but he wants to come out and talk about bullying. No, talk about what's really going on. I believe they're trying to mask it. What I'm trying to say, they're trying to cover that story, bury that story. And that's why they came out with the mental health thing. But honestly, when you came out with the mental health commercial, it to me shined more light on what Harry wasn't doing than what y'all claim that you guys are doing. No, you want to fit in somewhere. It wasn't one of those, oh, look at Meghan, she's doing wonderful things. No, it's not going to get you presidency.
The wealth elixir. Well, the good news is Harry finally met a monarch that wanted to spend time with him.
Well, I'm Prince Mario Max Schaumburg-Lippe from Germany.
Who? Unfortunately, it just happened to be the king of German trash TV. But hey, beggars can't be choosers.
How great was Imelda Staunton in The Crown? Wasn't she amazing? The portrayal of the Queen was so good, Prince Harry called her for it and asked her for money. Like I said, I didn't write all these. That one's not right. Turns out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Even Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos joined in on the laughter at the couple's expense. He kind of shined a light on his true feelings for the Megans.
He did.
I really wonder what his reaction was when he learned that the Look at Me leeches went to a movie premiere for his soul.
He called them Look at Me leeches. They're leeches. A leech. A leech is one of those things that grab onto you and suck the blood out of you. That's what they do. That's what Meghan did. Meghan went into the royal family and just sucked the blood out and keep trying to just evil. She did not leave anyone unturned. No one in the royal family is her friend. No, Beatrice and Eugene had to leave her alone because they realized that she's a nut, allegedly.
Competitor that he hates Paramount Pictures. And then on top of that, they took a picture with studio boss Brian Robbins.
His wife wasn't having it. She looked like she did not want to take a picture with Meghan.
The reality is the grifters thought they would threaten Netflix with that picture with Paramount's boss to get their contract renewed. But I don't think it's going to happen.
No, you
that
can't threaten
contract
people.
is dead, buried, and turned.
That's what Meghan does. I believe that she was trying to show Netflix, look, I have a deal over here. You better hurry up and make a decision about us. No, you've already been deemed a grifter. You've already been deemed losers. You've already been deemed hypocrites. You've already been deemed these things, and they're not going to change. There's no talent. There's nothing there, guys. There's nothing there.
Does. On
I'm
top
almost
of that
out of
fact,
here.
their games of trying to play, chase, and manipulate people isn't going to help Meghan's return to acting. As a matter of fact, it has only branded her as a person who can't be trusted. Meghan Markle is rumored to be contemplating a return to acting. The buzz suggests that Markle might step back in the spotlight with a reboot of her popular TV series Suits. Once and for all, we're going to set the record straight and burst the bubble of Meghan's so-called acting career. First, she didn't have one. Secondly, she had bit parts, walk-on roles, a game show.
She didn't have it. She wasn't in Hollywood. Hollywood didn't know Meghan. Meghan was in Canada. And then when she did have those little parts, it wasn't like she was an A-lister. She was a Z-lister. We didn't know who she was. Meghan who? Meghan what?
A couple of commercials, one of which the company thought her voice was so bad they actually cut it from the televised ad.
Look at this.
13 ingredients? That's more people than I invited to the party. White corn, vegetable oil, and salt. Yeah.
They didn't even use her voice.
Ingredients is good.
When it comes to Suits, nothing escapes the internet. After some calculations, we now know that the D-list wannabe was on Suits for 108 episodes over 7 seasons for a grand total of 138 minutes of screen time.
What?
That's roughly around 1 minute and 27 seconds per episode.
Oh.
It's not a career. That's a cameo marathon.
That's a
What are you
character.
complaining about? You're not
Cameo
famous.
marathon.
Basically, the delusional diva that turned herself into the equivalent of...
Delusional diva. She's a delusional diva. Okay? And she is a diva. She was trying to tell Mariah Carey that she wasn't. Mariah Carey called her out and said, oh yeah, you a diva. She is. She's the biggest diva. You look in the dictionary under diva. There's her face. No, she's a bully. She's rude. She's entitled. She only thinks about herself, what's best for her, not what's best for things around her. How is this going to look for me? And you should go over there to some of those channels that show her pushing Harry. I may try to do some videos, bring some videos of her doing that. Pushing people and pushing Harry to the back. But we already know that. Let's move on.
Where's Waldo in the series? Now, when you put that together with her personality, you guessed it, no one wants to work with her. The only reason Meghan is famous today is because it never was hooked a has-been prince. Harry is not allowed to speak to Princess Catherine.
The only reason why she is known today is because of a traitor called Harry.
Now, Meghan's blessings. It's an open secret that Meghan Markle controls Harry completely. No real big surprise here.
Controls him completely. She makes all the decisions. She says what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, how they're going to do it, what they're going to say, and how they're going to say it. And he follows suit like a good little boy. He's more than just a traitor. And you guys asked me, was he in danger? I think he's mentally in danger. I think that he is in a cult-like situation where he really can't get out and don't know how. I really do believe, just like Amber and Johnny Depp, that Johnny Depp really felt like he was in a controlled situation. He said that it was like being with his mother. And Meghan always wants to be Diana 2.0. And she will not, the fact that she pretends that she's a Diana 2.0 is insulting. Is insulting to William, insulting to King Charles, insulting to all of us. You will never be a Diana. Diana was a wonderful woman. She was great. She had compassion. She had empathy. She had love. And like one of you said, she would have went over there to Africa and got that stuff straight. Not Harry. He's talking about something else. Bullying. Him and Meghan's bullying. Because if you're going to shine the light on what's going on online, we got to shine the light on YouTube.
The simple fact is she who must be obeyed not only has a tight grip on her ginger handbag, but it's recently been reported that he's taken up yoga in order to turn his head into a more flexible handle for his other half to comfortably.
Well, you know, he's going to turn into Meghan in a minute. They're going to be two of a kind.
It's much worse. The menace and the mouth have much bigger problems today that they face. Even Confidential, new blow to Harry and Meghan as TV boss quits the production company set up by the Sussexes. One by one, the rats are fleeing a sinking ship. Take,
not fired.
Bennett Levine. That's the guy who's actually responsible for managing the day-to-day business side of the television and film productions for Archwell. Well, he flew the coop.
Alarmingly, Levine's surprise exit makes him the 17th staffer to leave since the Sussexes married in 2018.
We have so many exciting things on this slate. I can't wait.
So exciting.
That's that stupid stuff. That's that stupid stuff.
Alarmingly, Levine's surprise exit makes him the 17th staffer to leave since the Sussexes married in 2018.
We have so many exciting things on this slate. I can't wait.
So exciting. I feel. But now, just 2 months on, rumors are swirling that Netflix may allow its £18 million deal with Archwell to expire in 2025 without renewal.
After almost 6 years of marriage, Walmart Wallace and her doormat still haven't been able to keep staff on the payroll. It's simple. They don't inspire people to be loyal. They breed contempt. But it's more important than ever before. They need all the help they can get because the Meghan's own ambitions have turned them into pawns, doing the dirty work for global powers behind the scenes. Harry and Meghan are incapable of reading the room at a geostrategic level, devoid of much-needed Whitehall.
He said they are incapable of reading the room. Meghan never reads the room. She's always opposite of the room. No one can relate to her in the room. I'm in the audience listening to her. I can't relate. If I see her and she comes on stage, what is she doing on there? She's not relatable to anyone. And I don't even think Meghan knows what she's doing as far as trying to figure out what she can do to make money. I think she's just trying to figure out whatever she can do to make money will happen. Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's try this. But now her money train has failed because the viewers' eyes, us, are not interested in seeing what she can do because we've already seen it. It's what? Something for... What are we waiting on? To feel? Let's go. Let's see. Maybe we waiting on this.
To expire in 2025 without renewal. Alarmingly, Levine's surprise exit makes him the 17th staffer to leave since the Sussexes married in 2018.
We have so many exciting things on this slate. I can't wait.
So exciting. I feel. But now, just 2 months on, rumors are swirling that Netflix may allow...
The only thing we're feeling is that stupid stuff. That's that stupid stuff. Thank you, Nancy.
£1 million deal with Archwell to expire in 2025 without renewal.
After almost 6 years of marriage, Walmart Wallace and her doormat still haven't been able to keep staff on the payroll.
Doormat. George the Giant Slayer called Harry a doormat. A mat. At least I did call him an accessory, like a pendant. But what kills me is that she fails to realize that no matter how she jumps in front of Harry or pushes him out the way or put him in the back seat, he always will be the king's son, a prince. He's the disgraced traitor prince, but he's still that. And people still have interest in him, not Meghan. And so the unfortunate thing that's happening with these two is that their connection to the royal family is over. And the only reason Hollywood, Oprah, and the rest of them want to hang out with Meghan is because of her connection. And now that she doesn't have that connection, you cannot tell me that it's not failing on a really fast scale. Levine has left. Archewell is hanging on by a thread. Netflix is done. They put out too much content at too much. And I guess Meghan thought that Oldman Scobie's book, naming something, was going to rile us up again. But she realized that we don't have an appetite for her lies.
They don't inspire people to be loyal. They breed contempt. But it's more important than ever before. They need all the help they can get because the Meghan's own ambitions have turned them into pawns, doing the dirty work for global powers behind the scenes. Harry and Meghan are incapable of reading the room at a geostrategic level. Devoid of much-needed Whitehall guidance, they are foolishly playing into the propaganda hands of Russia's Vladimir Putin and China's Xi Jinping. Moscow.
One of you guys said that in the live yesterday. And I'm getting more and more information about it. For her, listen.
In Beijing are out to destroy the Commonwealth.
They're out to destroy it.
And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex continue to help them at every turn.
He says they're going to continue to help them at every turn. At every turn. Meghan wants to destroy the monarchy. It's her life goal to do that. For some odd, forsaken reason, it's the stupidest idea she's come up with thus far.
Being addicted to fame is one thing.
Addicted to
Trashing your
fame.
family in order to transform hate into hard cash is another. It's disgusting. Propaganda hands of Russia's Vladimir Putin and China's Xi Jinping. Moscow and Beijing are out to destroy the Commonwealth.
Of course they are. They're out to destroy America.
And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex continue to help them at every turn. You know, being addicted to fame is one thing.
Addicted to fame. She's addicted to fame. Meghan is addicted to fame. She's addicted to the camera. She's addicted to being in the front. She wants to be the president. She wants to be an A-lister. She wants to be a billionaire. She is not content where she is right now. She's not. And she's going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until she thinks she gets there. But her gravy train is over because we found out who she is as a person. And we don't care for her personality and what she has to offer because she is the bully. She is the hypocrite. She is the leaker. She is the blamer. She is the taker. She is that person that ain't on the up and up.
Trashing your family.
Trashing your family in order to make money. In order for her to stay in Montecito. And now that she has no more trash to tell, they're going to have to come up with the lake on the bus, lake on the lake. And then she's going to have to go back and play Suits. She's going to have to get over there with the Kardashians and be a housewife. She is going to have to do something else because that star power that she had in the beginning before they got married is gone.
Transform hate into hard cash is another. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
That's another. But when you turn on your countrymen, loyal and loving citizens
when you turn on the people that were there for you, the citizens of the UK, you turned on them. Out of all the people, you turned on them. And they do not like you, girl. And that ain't good for your reputation. It's not good for your branding. It's not good for your Lake movie. You need us in order for us to watch what you got going on. But with your shenanigans, it just keeps falling by the wayside. Like you coming out with that video talking about bullying when you're looking the dictionary under bully, there you go. Psh, you did not bully the family. I want him to say it one more time.
Addicted to fame is one thing.
Addicted to fame.
Trashing your family in order to transform hate into hard cash is another. It's disgusting.
To turn it into hard cash. Meghan knew exactly what she was going to do when she came back over here. She was not focused on her career at first. She was focused on making money so she can get that $14.5 million home that she's going to have to sell soon. Now, I don't know if she's going to have to sell it soon or what, but word on the street is she's trying to get closer to WME. But WME ain't, it's just a matter of time. I think this year is going to be not that I'm trying to make it be their worst year, because I'm not speaking negative on her, but what I'm saying is her actions and the things that she does makes her fail. She's not listening. She's not listening to her PR team. She's not listening to those people that give her good advice to try to tell her this is what you need to do. She half listens. And then when they get through seeing her out there, they're like, there she go. There she go, shaking hands with the prime minister. There she go, putting out stupid stuff, knowing that she a bully. Uh-oh, there go Harry signing up with a charity that's mistreating people.
It's another. But when you turn on your countrymen, loyal and loving citizens of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth.
The loving citizens, my lovely subscribers that I get from the UK. I love you guys. I love all my subscribers. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Hey, don't forget to hit like. A lot of you, like I'll have 600 views and only 100 likes. So don't forget to hit that like button.
Nations? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Has-Been Never Was.
Has-Been Never Was.
With their attention mania.
Has-been and never was. Okay? Meghan's a has-been and Harry never was. He was never going to be this Hollywood star. And Meghan was never going to become a D-lister from that. Just because you have a new name and just because you have a new husband and just because a family got behind you and trusted you and invited you into their fold and then you treated them like crap doesn't mean you're going to become this great ambassador for the world. No, you ruined your opportunity. You need to go and skedoodle and off for a year and take a break and then come back with a different attitude and some apologies and some humbleness, and because you bullied those women and those aides at the palace. You discriminated too when the Queen offered you someone to help you. You didn't want him because he was a man and not a woman. So you discriminated against his race. But then she wants to tell us how it was some unconscious bias or William and Catherine. That's that stupid stuff.
To the lack of awareness, the health security experts are calling for Harry and Meghan to be formally stripped of their royal titles.
The reality is that Meghan's worldwide privacy tour has taken a nasty turn. Now, everyday people are paying the consequences for the actions of a problem prince and his pride. But the good news is that there is always someone fighting a good fight. And that just happens to be Princess Catherine. Now that she's out of the hospital, I'm sure once she gets healthy and whole, she'll return to the fight and do what she's always done by shining light into the darkness.
Look at our princess.
If you enjoyed that video and you found value in it, hit the...
I hit it, baby. I hit that like. Kisses to all of you. I hope you guys I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It is Friday. I'll see you in a couple of days, and kisses. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, we're trying to get to 4,000. We're almost there. I need your help. Kisses to all of you. I love you guys.